everyone. Please, we are social work here, two students here to speak about behavioral addictions today. I'm Marasari. We have me, Robert, Becky, James, and Blessed. So, let's begin. Before we get into our main topic for today, which is behavioral addictions, I want us to talk a little bit about addictions themselves. What exactly are addictions?
Okay. When we speak of addiction, it can be explained in so many ways. It can be substance and other things. Let's say drugs and other things. But I will explain addiction as the inability to stop a behavior despite the negative consequences. The inability to stop a behavior despite the negative consequences.
Addiction to is the inability to stop a behavior despite its psychological or physical harm trying to cause to the person.
Okay, now that we know what addictions are, let's move on to our main topic, behavioral addictions.
Okay. So when we talk about the behavior addiction, so when a person cannot stop doing an activity like shopping, gambling, and at the end of the day it will cause a problem to his or her life. So I think
behavioral addiction is a continuous engagement in a behavior or activity that, despite the negative consequences, this person continues to adhere to whatever that this person is doing. So I think it is the behavioral addiction.
Okay, thank you very much for that. During his explanation, he gave us a few examples of behavioral addiction, gambling and shopping. Are there any other examples of activities that can be classified as possible addictions?
We have internet and gaming addicts.
And sexual activities.
So we have the other ones as well. We have the alcohol as an addict and other things. So I think they are all.
So gaming and internet, shopping, gambling, sex and pornography. Okay. So now that we know what exactly these addictions are, let's go to the causes. What exactly has people continuously engaging in such activities, despite the fact that they might be harmful?
I think with the environment the person finds himself or herself in can also bring about the person being an addict or not. Like when a person finds himself in a place where they are all into that activity, I think the probability of he being an addict is also high. So the environment speaks a lot.
Okay, I'll add social factor. Social factor too is one causes of addiction. Some people become addicted to some activities through the social media because nowadays there are many activities that is going on the media, especially the pornography. So when the person keeps on watching such activities, the person become addicted to it.
Okay. And you see, I think genetic factor is also one cause. You see, when we talk about the genetic factor, is passed or a condition passed through parents to their children through their genes. So you see, example, if a pregnant woman is taking an alcohol daily or any time, the probability that the child will also will grow, and at the end of the day, the child will also be a drunkard.
Okay. I think the psychological state of mind of the person also comes into play. When people are stressed or depressed or suffering from anxiety, I think they engage in such activities in order to take their minds off the situation. Okay, so I think that's it for the causes. Let's move on to the effects. What are some of the things that people have to deal with after they have engaged in such activities?
I think the academics of that person is being affected. If that person is a student or if that person is a student, you see, whenever you have been an addict, it's like you neglect other activities, right? And focus on only one side. So by focusing on the part of the addict, leaving out your academics as well. Like you don't focus on your learning, you don't go to class and other things. You also fail in that part. So that side is also affected, making you go ahead with whatever that you are going. Okay, so the academics is a factor.
Okay, with the economic factor, I can mention of financial burden to the father or the mother. So, as a father or a mother who is into betting or staking slots and other things, would end up using his or her salary into games.
Yeah.
And maybe after losing maybe those bets that it's been staked, it will cause a great loss to the family.
Then I think relationship problem is also an effect, because if you are with your neighbors and maybe you've been going there to borrow money, at the end of the day you use the money for maybe gaming, shopping, whilst you think you won't get the money to them at the end of the day. So next time now, when you are going there for another money, because they know that when you take this money you won't use it for any good thing, next time they will distance themselves from you. So I think that's one effect.
Okay, one effect is social isolation. The social isolation, the person will be on his or her own. The person won't socialize with others. Always, the person will always be on his phone or in the room. So the person will never take part in activities that is going on in the society. Yeah.
Okay, so for the effects, we can talk about academic strain, financial strain, social isolation, health problems, strain in relationships. I think we can all agree that addictions is not a very good thing.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, for some, it's a very good thing to them.
But then the reason we are here today is to discourage people from partaking in such activities. Okay, so let's move on. How do we help such people who have already been addicted? How do we treat them, make sure that they get better, or how can they help themselves in such situations?
Yeah, we can create a group for them that is support groups. Yeah. There are other people who are able to come out from that addict, right? So when the group is being created, this person who is now an addict can be added to the group. So by interacting with the other people who are able to come out from the addict, it's like their experience, how they came about, and how they were able to come out from it. I think when it is shared, they can also
share
bring
their experiences, and then the addicts will find support in that situation.
Okay, what I will add is, we as the social workers, what we do is, if the person comes to us and the resources that we have to use to support the person, and we get limited to that such resources, we need to refer them, reach out to those professionals who have the resources to support these professionals are, that is healthcare professionals and addicted specialists and counselors. Yeah. These people too can help the person to abstain from their addiction.
Okay. I think the cognitive behavioral therapy is a treatment that I've heard about. Professionals go into details about what is causing the addiction and how to. I think relaxation techniques also help individuals, like meditation, yoga, helps relieve stress so that they do not engage in such activities. Okay, so I think that's all we have time for today. Are there any things you would like to tell our audience?
Okay. We want to add to it that you are not alone. When you found yourself in that addiction, just find someone you trust and just share your problem with him or her. With this problem shared, I think it is hardly solved for you.
Sure.
So if you want any help from us also, you can leave your problem at the comment section, then we can attend to you by giving you the resources that you need.
Okay, and with the youth especially, we should be mindful of the friends that we choose. Not any bad peer group that we need to engage ourselves with. Maybe they might cause harm to our lives.
So I think that's all for today. We are social work here, 2 students speaking on behavioral addictions.
Yeah.
And thank you very much for watching.